Hey everyone, it's Sendo here and we're entering one of the most anticipated weeks for the CS2 market, because on October 30th, a huge wave of knives and gloves crafted through contracts will finally lose their trade lock. At first, a lot of people in the community are waiting for that day to make massive skin purchases, almost like it's going to be a Black Friday for CS2. But maybe those discounts are already gone. The market has been recovering quite a bit lately, driven by a massive wave of players who want to build their dream combos. This has also led many sellers who panic sold their skins at ridiculously low prices to now revert their trades, hoping that in 30 days they can sell those same skins again at a more reasonable price on another platform. Today we're going to talk about all of this, because the big crash everyone was expecting might not be as huge as we thought. But as always, before we begin, here's a quick message from the sponsor of the channel. Tired of your skins and want to sell them? Or maybe you're looking to upgrade your inventory? Well, today's video is sponsored by SkinFlow, a skin marketplace where you can sell your entire inventory in just a few clicks. Simply select your skins, choose your payment method, and that's it. Once the trade hold ends, you'll receive your payout instantly. And if you use the code SENDO, you'll get an extra 2% bonus on your inventory valuation. But don't worry if selling isn't your thing. SkinFlow also offers a skin trading system with a massive stock. Make sure to check out SkinFlow. Another day has gone by, and the market continues its recovery trend after that massive crash that caught everyone off guard. At the time of recording this video, the market has risen over 17% in the last 24 hours, largely driven by the high demand for skin purchases. A lot of players are seeing this moment as a massive sale, not because previous prices were fake, but because now that everything's lower, it feels like a once-in-a-lifetime chance to grab some bargains. This kind of discount period is causing a FOMO wave, players rushing to buy skins out of fear of missing out on cheap knives or nice-looking gloves. In CS2's market, hype drives everything. It doesn't matter if Valve just added the ability to craft knives and gloves. If there's even a slight fear of missing out, prices will rise again. Many traders are currently overwhelmed with work, especially with Asian markets like Boof or Upin, where the price gaps compared to Western platforms are insane. Just yesterday, thanks to defusing, the trader I often work with to get skins from Chinese platforms, I bought a Bayonet Doppler Phase 4 for $326, while on CS Float the exact same knife was at least $160 more expensive, just because Chinese sellers panicked. Obviously, with such huge price differences, most Western buyers prefer to buy from there. It makes no sense to pay over $100 extra for the same skin. Now that foreign buyers are flooding those sites, Chinese sellers are realizing that their prices were way too low, and slowly everything is going back up, though for many players it's still relatively cheap. This fear of missing out on the last cheap deals keeps fueling demand and recovery, but there's still a cautious group of players who believe a second crash is inevitable. And while that makes sense, when everyone expects the same thing, it might not be as bad as we thought. After a week of crafting gloves and knives, looking at the available skin data, which isn't 100% precise but still very indicative, the stock of rare gloves and exclusive knives hasn't increased nearly as much as we expected. Yes, of course, for some skins the increase is higher than what you'd get from unboxing, but in many cases only a handful of new items have been registered. That means the ugly or low condition knives will become cheap, but the nice looking or rare ones will still hold their value. Not as high as before, but still valuable. These numbers have calmed the community down a bit. Some people were panic selling their Pandora gloves minimal wear for almost nothing, when in reality no new pairs have even been registered. And in the case of the factory new version, there's only one known pair, so yeah, not much new supply to affect prices. Many players who sold their skins in panic have now realized their mistake and are abusing the trade revert feature. Originally designed to prevent scams or theft, it's now being used to take back skins they regret selling cheaply. Some users who basically gave away their skins are now reclaiming them, hoping to resell them 30 days later at a better price. But what they don't realize is that doing this gets them banned on those trading platforms, so in the end it might cost them more than they think. Given how the market has slightly recovered, it's understandable that people regret selling too low, but let's be clear, this tool was meant to prevent scams, not to scam buyers after you change your mind. With all these trades, reverts and buy waves going on, many of you are asking if October 30th will bring another big crash or just a minor correction. Most likely there will be some impact, especially since a lot of knives will finally become tradable, but it might not be catastrophic. Many users will want to sell quickly for profit, and some won't even care about the price they paid to craft them. They'll just undercut everyone else to sell first, possibly triggering a price war. However, with so many players waiting to buy on that day, the drop might be smaller than expected. People will still see it as a discount period, comparing current prices to the inflated ones from before. So if a skin was $900 last week and now it's $350, it feels like a steal, even if its true value might be lower than that. There are also players who believe the lowest point has already passed and that prices will only go up from now on. But as always, it's impossible to predict the behavior of millions of users. Maybe October 30th will bring a big crash, or maybe just a moderate one. Or maybe nothing will happen at all. Though honestly I think some kind of dip will happen, especially for the cheaper knives, while red skins will likely keep rising. You can count on that. As always, any CS2 updates will be covered here on the channel, so don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with everything happening in Counter-Strike. I'm Sendo and I'll see you soon. Bye.